Lawrence and Nevis and the surrounding areas. And I'm speaking to the gentleman like I'm speaking to you, and he's speaking like he's on the radio. Like he's saying, my name is Dr. Wax, and I do the show called... And I'm like, well, you're not on the radio. We're just having a conversation. And then he goes on to say, Adam, I just met... Because Smokey Robinson was on the show, and he's like, I met Smokey Robinson, and I told him I used The Quiet Storm as my theme song. Original, right? Vaughn Harper did that for donkey years.
That's funny. Well, listen, keep up the good work. Keep going to St. Kitts and don't invite me. Right?
Now we got to take you to Jamaica though. We before the end of the year.
Can you imagine? I've been.
We got to take you to Jamaica.
Jamaican community.
Yeah, we got to take you to Jamaica.
Been my biggest source of business.
Bread and butter.
More Jamaicans than any other nationality of persons in my career.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, I don't care who you are.
Right.
Or like that. I'm not saying like that. What I'm saying is this is the community that has embraced me.
Amen.
And this is the community I have embraced.
Yeah.
Right? And I have never set foot on Jamrock.
We gotta take you.
I can't. We got to do like a Case Handler world tour.
Yeah.
Right.
We got to take. You're probably a celebrity there because there's so many people that you've helped that's moved back home. You got people that.
You know how many people have invited me back to their homes that they have purchased with money that we've won in their accident cases?
Yeah, I can imagine. I
bought a house in Jamaica. I want you to stay there. They've offered me I can stay there, and they're not there. They because they still have a place in New York.
Right.
There's a guy who bought a place. Where was it? In Clarendon.
Clarendon.
Right?
That's where I'm from.
Yeah.
Clarendon.
Yeah.
That's
He
where I'm
bought
from.
a house, right?
Yeah.
He won like $500,000
Wow.
US. So whatever $500,000 US.
Oh my God.
Down there. I mean, I don't know if he used all the money, but let's say he used $300,000 US.
He got a house.
He got something nice. So he keeps telling me every Father's Day I get a text message. Go down, stay in my house, no problem with your wife and your family.
Mm-hmm.
And I keep thinking, like, as great as that sounds, what happens, like, when somebody, like, knocks on the door and all of a sudden I open the door? Mm-hmm. What are they going to think? They're like, who is this New Jersey Jewish lawyer sitting in this guy's house? They're gonna think I won it in a game of poker or something, But I love the Caribbean culture, the food, the music, the people, the loyalty, the dedication, the enthusiasm, and I will continue to serve this community as long as I'm able to do so. You have my word on that, and my word is my bond.
Yeah, that it definitely is. That it definitely is. And for those of you that haven't saved Adam's number yet, let me make sure you have it. The number is 844-774-3529, 844-774-3529. You might not be going in an accident right now, and hopefully you're not. But in case it does happen, I want to make sure you have the number and the person that you can contact that can get you compensation for your injuries, okay? And Adam always says you get one chance to get it right, and I want you to get it right the first time. And I can't even call it the first time, the only time, because there's no doing over. So there's no first time. It is really, Adam, the only time.
100%. You got one chance and one chance only to get maximum compensation for your injury, maximum compensation for your medical bills, maximum compensation from your time out of work, even maximum compensation for your spouse if they've been affected by your injuries, right? It's called a derivative claim. We speak about this often, that and it's really reserved for serious cases, because I think if you plead it, meaning if you raise that issue and it's not a real issue, I think it hurts the case. So for example, if a guy has a broken arm and the wife says, I want to be part of this case too, I usually say no, because it would hurt his case, because now it just looks like everybody's grabbing for money. But if you have a back injury that you can't do your chores around the house like you could before, or you have a back injury that you can't help with the shopping and the laundry, or you have a back injury and you can't perform sexually like you used to, right? That's a legitimate thing, you have a claim. and we've won big money, hundreds of thousands of dollars just for spouses of injured victims. So we really leave no stone unturned. We go after the maximum compensation for you, because there are no do-overs. Don't call me, hey, my lawyer, I picked another lawyer, and she settled my case for $100,000, and my neck is still killing me, and I need another surgery. Can you reopen my case? Because I'm going to say no. It can never be reopened. Once you sign on that dotted line and take that money, the case can never be opened. So you better make sure, you better bet your life on the fact that you have an attorney that's going to get it right the first time. Right. Because if he or she does not do that for you, you will then become a victim twice. Mm-hmm. And that would be a really big shame.
Crying shame, as a matter of fact. A crying shame.
Yes.
Indeed. Now, Adam, gosh, I was on your Instagram page. And by the way, are you following Adam on Instagram? The Case Handler. Please follow him. You'll see, when we talk about Testimonial Tuesdays, you'll see people with great smiles on their faces, some with their names, some with just the big checks. And before I get to the check, because I don't think we spoke about Greg, but I want to speak about this BMW that's been mangled. That looked like jaws bit off the back of the truck. Let's talk about that. What
a rear end accident. Mm-hmm. He had a shoulder surgery.
Okay.
The car that hit him only had $25,000 of insurance.
Okay.
So under normal circumstances, if you don't listen to Adam and DJ Roy and you don't know about the supplemental insurance, mm-hmm. $25,000 is all you can recover. If the other car is $25,000, that's all the insurance company is responsible for paying.
Right.
And they paid it. But because this was a smart gentleman, he paid, $17 or $28 more a year for that supplemental coverage that protected him in the event that he was hit by an uninsured driver, a hit and run driver, or an underinsured driver. So in that case, we were able to take $25,000 from the car that hit him and then go after his own insurance company, in which we were able to get an additional $35,000. So he never would have had that additional recovery had he not had that supplemental insurance. So that was a nice victory for him, because he thought ahead and he protected himself. And it worked, and we move on to the next one. He's a good dude. He's actually, they all say they're friends with you, but he claims he's friends with you, and gave me some factual circumstances that actually check out. So I'm like, oh yeah, you definitely have hung out with that guy. So he's a good man.
Good.
And we're happy to close another case. I mean, we've so far this year settled or taken a verdict in 83 cases. 83 people have settled their case with us. 2018, we settled 128 cases. Mm-hmm. So in the year before, 126. And the year before that, when I was just starting my own practice, was 62. So in 17, we closed 126 cases. In 18, we closed 128 cases. And in 19, we closed 83 cases, and we're a little over half the year. So on this pace, we're going to break that record. We'll probably close, hopefully, 140, 150 cases this year. And I'm sure we'll probably be over the $20 million mark.
Yeah. We were playing your commercial yesterday. You have a commercial that we run here. And I was saying that you're going to have to voice that commercial over, Adam.
Yeah. I think that commercial says I've obtained like $60 million or something like that.
Yeah, we're going to have to do that. I was listening to yesterday.
I was talking with Ruthie, actually, mm-hmm. My marketing coordinator, my social media marketing coordinator,
right.
Who's amazing, by the way. And I'm not just saying that 'cause she's listening. But we're over 100 million.
Yeah.
For sure, over 100 million since 2004. And I just told you a few minutes ago that mm-hmm. most of those clients are Jamaicans.
Yeah.
So I'm doing what I can to support the community that supports me. And, this is real life-changing money.
Mm-hmm.
Life-changing money for life-changing injuries. These aren't handouts. These aren't scams. These aren't situations where somebody, falls down and sprains their wrist and gets $1 million. We don't handle cases like that because those are just not real cases. But these are people that got in serious accidents. I mean, we've gotten settlement this year, $5.2 million for a construction accident, a settlement $5 million for a bus accident, $1.87 million for a paralegal of the firm that got hit by a tour bus, $1.8 million for your buddy KW that got hit by a forklift. These are big boy numbers that we're putting up on behalf of our clients that have trusted us with their case.
I saw this last week, and we didn't get to talk about it. It's sort of real bitter, but I guess the end result is, and I won't say it's sweet, but there's some compensation. The young lady was hit by the van.
Which case was this?
A young lady was hit by a van and lost her life. The driver was saying...
Oh, my God. Yeah, yes. As you said, young lady. She was actually elderly. She was in her 70s. Yeah.
Okay.
That was a crazy case. That was tragic, man. She was walking across Flatbush Avenue, clearly jaywalking. I mean, she was not near a crosswalk. There was video that the police obtained, because whenever there's a fatality, they try to get as much of that as possible.
Right.
And she was crossing. I mean, no question, crossing mid-block. But we were able, through the video, to show that the van...
Was speeding?
Yeah, was speeding, right? And that he could have stopped to prevent this from happening.
If he was doing this the right speed.
I deposed the guy. I felt horrible. He was shaking. He killed somebody. I mean,
you can never forget that.
Horrible feeling. But the insurance company refused to pay, which was the tragedy. Which, I mean, that's why you have insurance. They take the money, but they don't like paying it out. And they should have just settled this case the minute we sent the letter to them. But no, they made us go through it. They made this poor guy go through it, and we went all the way to trial. And the maximum we could have gotten was $250, and right before the jury came back, we settled it for $225, because remember, New York is a comparative negligence state. So, for example, if they said that she deserves $500,000, but she's 50% at fault.
Right. I got you.
60% at fault. I mean, we were really evaluating this, and I asked a lot of people independently in my office and friends, say, look at this video. Do you think she's at fault? They're like, of course she's at fault. She was not crossing in the right place. I said, well, how much at fault? And they're like, most of the people said 50-50. One person said it's all her fault because she shouldn't have been crossing the crosswalk. So you never know what a jury's going to do, and the family just wanted to move past it. It wasn't really about the money at that point, because nothing's going to bring back a loved one. But, the family got $225,000 and can have some sort of legacy left. It was a horrible situation, but we won. And that's what matters, because that's what I was hired to do. I was hired to win, and I did my job.
So again, can't stress it enough. Save the number. You have it or you don't. The number is 844-774-3529. 844-774-3529. You get one chance to get it right. I want to make sure you have a fighting chance. So that's why I say save the number. You might not be in an accident right now, but if you are, and you need compensation for your injuries, you're going to need Adam Handler, the case handler, the bodies in our neck of the world. Yeah, I was getting my mix on there, Adam.
I like it. Remix.
Adam Handler, the case handler. On a serious note, save that number. You never know when you're going to need it. The number is 844-774-3529. Adam Handler, the case handler. And follow him on Instagram. I see your numbers going up, Adam. I see those numbers going up on Instagram. So people are listening. The numbers are going up.
We got there's over 1,000 people following us.
No, you got more than that now. Adam, you haven't been on in a minute. Nah, you clocking about 3,000 people now, Adam. No, you got 2,800 people. You're moving, son.
Well, that's how the love doctor does it.
Adam Handler, the case handling. And by the way, of course, go on his Facebook page and you'll see a lot more. You see some of these shows that we've been doing live here, and you can recap them. 844-774-3529. Speaking of flag, how was it today? Because I know you're down
That
with
parade
the
went right past me.
Right.
Check out my Facebook page, my personal Facebook page, Adam Handler. I posted a live shot. It was pretty cool.
Oh, you got a great view, I can bet, from your floor.
Yeah, it was amazing.
All right. Adam Handler, the case handler. Here's that number again, 844-774-3529. You call him, you follow him, and you can inbox him too if you got any questions. Just call him if you're injured through no fault of your own. Adam, my friend, as always, great talking to you, and we'll speak again tomorrow.
Peace and love. Looking forward to it.
All right. Adam Handler, the case handler. You lock that number in, and, of course, you make sure if you're injured, you give him a call. Okay.
The proceeding was for informational use only and not specific legal advice. Consult an attorney about your individual situation. Prior results do not guarantee similar outcomes. To make an appointment with Adam Handler of Pollack, Isaac, and DeCicco, call 844-774-3529. That's 844-774-3529. Don't wait. Call now. 844-774-3529.
Allow myself to introduce